Tokyo Game Show this week and Sony has revealed its new console, but it's not the PlayStation 4. Nintendo has taken the wraps off of the games that'll launch alongside the Wii U. BioWare has a couple of massive surprises. ArmA 3 is banned in Iran while those two developers are still stuck in jail. Black Mesa finally arrives on PC. EA supports gay gamers. World of Warcraft pops up in an unusual position. There are more movie-to-film adaptations in the works. A cult internet favourite makes a big screen comeback, and we're not quite sure just what to say about Puppeteer, all in this week's edition of Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen. While most of us were still digesting the news that Nintendo's new console would be hitting shelves in November, Sony took advantage of its Tokyo Game Show press conference to reveal a new console of its own. It's not quite the PlayStation 4, but the new super slim PS3 is already turning heads. The hardware is half the size of the original fat PS3 and is a quarter lighter than the current slim generation. The other major difference comes when you look at the console's hard drive. 160GB has been boosted to 250 and the former 320GB model has been replaced by a whopping 500GB. It doesn't stop there though, with Sony also introducing a third version for some regions, where the traditional hard drive has been replaced completely with 12GB of flash memory thrown in instead. If you want to save your games on that one, you are advised to pick up the optional 250GB PlayStation external hard drive, of course. The new console is set to launch at exactly the same price point as the previous one, and it's due out as early as next week, with all three models available around the world by the end of October. Nintendo didn't stop the juggernaut of Wii U information, however, offering a brand new list of confirmed games that will launch alongside the new console later this year. Only 2 of the games on that list are actually from Nintendo, that is, New Super Mario Bros. U and the Wii Sports-like Nintendo Land, with the remaining 20 games coming from third-party publishers. Keep an eye out for Assassin's Creed 3, Batman Arkham City Armored Edition, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Epic Mickey 2, Just Dance 4, Mass Effect 3, NBA 2K13, Rayman Legends, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and Zombie U, and that's just the half of them. These have all been confirmed for the console's North American release on November 18th, so it might be slightly different in other regions around the world. But still, that is a killer launch lineup wherever you are. Now, even if the only thing to come out of BioWare Studios this week was the announcement of Dragon Age 3 Inquisition, that would have made it a pretty big event. We've been looking forward to this game since we started hearing bits and pieces about it back in 2011, and were reminded when the Dragon Age 2 team signed off to start working on a new project back in March of this year. Now it's official. Inquisition is due out in late 2013, promising everything we've come to expect from BioWare. That is, deep RPG gameplay and great storylines, this time with a new gameplay engine based on Frostbite 2 technology. It has already been in the works for 2 years, so while we haven't seen much about it yet, you just know there's plenty of stuff just over the horizon. But still, that wasn't the big news to come out of BioWare. No. The big news came much more out of left field as both Dr. Ray Muzyka and Dr. Greg Zeschuk announced that they were leaving the company they helped create nearly 20 years ago. In a note that Zeschuk never thought he'd write, he explains that he just doesn't have the passion he once did for the company, for the games, and for the challenge of creation. Muzyka agrees, saying that for him it was just time to move on for the next career chapter. For him, that chapter includes plans to start investing in and mentoring new entrepreneurs. Zeschuk, on the other hand, has already started work on something a little different, a web-based interview show called The Beer Diaries, showcasing notable brewers and sampling the fruits of their labours. And now to something completely different. The portrayal of Eastern forces in ArmA 3 has led to the game being banned in Iran, who claims the game does not give an accurate representation of the country's armed forces and takes objection to being shown as enemies of NATO. The story is very similar to the situation Battlefield 3 found itself in late last year, when it too was banned in Iran for featuring capital city Tehran blown apart by American war forces. It's the second unusual blow for ArmA 3 in recent times, following the recent arrest of 2 of the game's developers for reportedly taking photos of restricted military areas while on the Greek island of Lemnos. The developers claim that they were researching for the upcoming tactical shooter, while Bohemia denies all knowledge.
Good morning and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. Hey, Mr. Freeman. I had a system crash about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files. Just one of those days, I guess.
Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Gordon, get away from the feed. It's everything shut down. It's not shutting down. Oh, no!
That is Black Mesa, a full conversion mod for Half-Life 2 which tells the story of the original Half-Life with all the bells and whistles the Source engine can bring. It's been in the works for more than 8 years and finally it's been released. You can grab Black Mesa version 1.0 from the Player Attack file library right now, or if you don't mind waiting, the game has been listed as one of the first 10 games to gain Steam Greenlight approval, meaning it will pop up on Steam in the not so distant future. Few quick things now. Electronic Arts is officially the first publisher to throw its support behind GamerCon, the LGBTQ gathering to be held in San Francisco next August. According to a spokesperson, EA's theory is that in order to be truly innovative, you must be inclusive, and the publisher is very proud to be a part of this flagship event. In one of the most bizarre cross-promotions we've seen in a while, Blizzard gave away a bunch of World of Warcraft merchandise via Xbox Live. As part of the lead-up to the release of the new World of Warcraft expansion, Mist of Pandaria, which hits shelves on Tuesday, the publisher was sharing Horde and Alliance design t-shirts for your Xbox 360 avatar. It was a simple matter of logging into your dashboard, watching a short Mist of Pandaria video and choosing which shirt you'd prefer. We're just trying not to think too hard about just why Blizzard would be advertising its games on a platform that it doesn't support. On to movie news. Michael Dorn, the actor who plays Worf on Star Trek, has revealed that there is a Castlevania movie in the works and he plays a werewolf in it. It's the first time we've heard about the project since 2009, when Resident Evil Retribution director Paul W.S. Anderson and Saw co-creator James Wan were both interested. Online listings suggest this film will be out in 2014, but I'd take that with a grain of salt. Another unusual gaming franchise has been picked up by Hollywood too, with MGM announcing it will make a film based on Metro 2033, the novel which spawned the game of the same name. We have seen some big names thrown around for writers and producers, but nothing on directors or actors for the post-apocalyptic Russian sci-fi just yet. And all good things come in threes, with Canadian cult internet sensation Pure Ownage announcing plans for their movie too.
God, I want to make a movie. God, I want to make a parents movie. Jeff, you want to make a parents movie?
Yeah, sure, that'd be awesome. Should probably talk to Joel.
Yeah! It's something that I have to do. It seems the time is right for the greatest video game player of all time to make his grand return. The team's crowdfunding campaign reached its $75,000 goal within the first 24 hours, and with more than 6 weeks remaining, the sky really does seem to be the limit. And finally this week, Puppeteer. It's an all-new franchise telling the story of Kutaro. He was carried away to a black castle by the Moon Bear King and transformed into a puppet. I do not know very much about this game. It was announced at Gamescom, this brand new trailer came out of TGS, and I think it has made my brain melt just a little bit.
Give me back my scissors!
Don't you dare tell me I'm not your type! Gotcha!
To command, Calibus, you need either a heart as pure as the moon goddesses, or magic as pernicious as the kings. But all you have is an attitude. Did you hear that, dear?
Then get your hiney in gear!
He has tiny legs. I imagine he's right around the corner. Around the corner? I want him corner! Find that thief! or I'll find someone who can!
Puppeteer is a PlayStation 3 exclusive from Sony Japan. It is set for release sometime next year, and we are waiting patiently for more information. For the full version of those trailers, or for more information on any of these stories, head to playerattack.com. I'm Jessica Citizen. We'll see you next week.